Welcome to the second video on reasoning. We have studied the first video on reasoning. It talks about the basic fundamental idea about what is logic, what are the theories of logic, deductive theory, inductive theory, argument, proposition, premises and conclusions. So we discuss, and in fact we are familiar with the jargons which are coming in understanding the reasoning in a much better manner. Today we are going to go further and we will discuss about the syllogism theory, and we are going to start the syllogism theory with a very basic and very interesting method of pedagogy, that is a story method, because syllogism can be understood with the help of a Venn diagram or with the help of theory and concept. Now Venn diagram you can easily understand, but theory and concept is little bit required lot of memorization and deep understanding of something, and then you are in a position to apply. But this story method, without putting much stress on your head, you can remember the complex idea about the reasoning. So let us start about the reasoning. See, to remember and understand the logical sentences, we need to understand three stories. So in this particular video I am going to tell you about the three stories. That stories you have to remember, and then you will understand very fast. So this story idea is helping you to understand the basic idea or basic structure of the syllogism. So in this syllogism there are propositions. Proposition means a set of sentences, and from that sentences there are conclusion which is given it to you. You have to decide whether this conclusion is true or not true. So you have to accept the proposition as true. So whatever they are writing, for example, if they say all books are pen, all books are pen. Now you have to accept this idea without if and but, because this is a proposition. So you do not argue it out how books can be a pen, but no, here you have to accept this proposition or these premises are correct and true, and based on these premises the conclusion will be made. 1, 2 or 3, 1 or 2 or 3 conclusions will be given, and you need to decide whether the conclusions are correct or incorrect based on these premises. So here the proposition worked as a proof or witness. So you see in a court, the judge is going to decide whether the person is culprit or innocent is depend upon the proof and witnesses. So here the premises or a set of sentences worked as a proof or a witness. You have to accept it as a true. Conclusion is a culprit. So these are the three culprit, and then you have to decide which one is the real culprit. So that is the whole idea about the propositions. So let's say a proposition says that all books are pens. All books are pen. So we need to draw a Venn diagram. Here what is written? All books. So the first things is all. Whatever is written is coming under the small circle, and whatever is written at the end, that is pens, is written under the big circle. So here we are writing all books inside the circle and pens outside the circle. So now you see all books are pen. So this is the Venn diagram. Now based on this diagram, there are two conclusions which are made. Conclusion 1, some books are pen. Earlier what is written? All books are pen. Now they say some books are pen, whether this is correct or not. So in proposition it is clearly written all books are pen, and in conclusion it is said some books are pen. So there are some people, they say in the proposition it is clearly mentioned all books are pen, then how come the some books are pen is correct? Now, to remember this particular idea, I am going to give you one small anecdote. So if you listen to the small anecdote, I think the matter will be very, very clear. Suppose your father is sitting next to you and it is a summer and there is a mango season, and in the next room there are certain mangoes are available. In the room there is a mangoes basket, and your father told you to go inside the room and brought some of the good and sweet mangoes for himself. So immediately you went up from your chair and you went inside the you went inside the room, and then you look at the basket and you found some of the mangoes are good in color, but when you smell it is not smelling sweet, and some of the mangoes are not good in color but they are smelling very good. So you got confused which one to pick it up. So you did like a Lord Hanumana. You picked up the entire basket of the mangoes and took it to your father, and you said, sorry, I cannot found out the sweet mangoes as per your choice, but you can pick it up from this basket. So your father found one or two mangoes. Now the question is that your father was asking for a sweet mangoes. Is it available in the basket that you brought? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. It means all include some. So some books are pen. This is a correct conclusion. This is a correct conclusion. And how it is correct? Remember this anecdote. So you can travel from all to some, but you cannot travel from some to all. It is not possible. This is possible. So some pens are not books. Is the correct conclusion? No, because in our original proposition there is not a negative proposition is involved into it. So telling that some pens are not book is wrong. Now study the following propositions. All books are pen and some pens are ink. Now we need to prepare a Venn diagram of the above statements. So there will be a 3 Venn diagram. The first one is all books, that is a smaller circle, are pen, that is a bigger circle, and then some pens are ink. So what you will do? All books are pen and some pen are ink. So you will draw a circle which is coming under the pen. But another person, what they did, he will extend the circle and put it here in the book also and in the pen also. Now the question is, why did we inserted ink into books? This is okay, you understood that some ink are books, but here some ink are pens, but here the circle is going inside the books also, pen also and books also. So why? So for that, let me give you another anecdote. Let's say this is a bread, and this is a butter, and this is a bread slice. This is a bread slice. Suppose there is a slice and some part of the bread slice was covered with the butter. So some part, not all part, some part is covered with the butter. Your mother asked you to break some part of the bread slice. So your mother is asking some part of the entire bread, some part of the entire bread. Your mother is asking that you bring it the some of the bread slice and give it to her. So what you did, you break the part of slice from here, and this much slice you gave it to your mother. Did you do the right work? Yes, you did a right work, because your mother is asking the part of the bread slice. Now after that, your mother asked your cousin to bring a part of the bread slice. So what he did, he is going to pick up the slice from here to here, and see, he gave this slice to your mother. Did he do the right thing? Yes, he also did the right job, because he also brought some portion of the bread slice. Because your mother asked your cousin to break the slice of the bread, and you exactly did the same thing. So both of you and your cousin, did the right job. Now here, let's say this is a butter. So this is a butter, but in our example it is a books, and this is a bread. So in our example it is a pen, and here it is a bread. Now when you went inside, you have broken the bread from here to here. So this is a bread portion or ink. So this is correct. When your cousin went inside, she has broken the bread portion from here to here. So this is a bread portion. So this is an ink. Here it is without butter, and here it is with butter. This is correct, and this is also correct. Are you clear? So both are correct. Therefore it is an either or case. It is an either or case. Now in such type of situation, suppose you are a lawyer and there are two advocates, advocate 1 and advocate 2. Advocate 1 says that, let's say this is the this is the pen and this is the book. This is the pen and this is the book. And then he said some of the ink is pen, and another person, another advocate, he is also drawing the diagram. He will say this is the book, this is the pen, and this is the ink. So he said some of the ink is also a book, pen, but he is extending the circle into book. Now as per our original idea, as per the story, he is also right and he is also right. So under this kind of situation, what happened, that two diagram that you are offering to the judge, now the judge will look at the first diagram and he will say he is correct. The judge will look at the another diagram and then he says it is correct. Now which one is correct and which one is wrong? So this is known as either or case. So one says that some pen are ink, and other person is said some pen are ink, but he is extending the circle inside. So these two diagrams are actually contradictory to each other. So some books are pen and some books are ink and some books are pen. Here there is no contradiction. But if it is if let's say some books are ink and some books are pen. So let's say this is a book, this is a pen, and this is an ink. Now you look at books are ink, some books are ink, and some books are pen. So some books are pen, that is there, and some books are ink. So somebody will draw the diagram and then he will say it is ink. So here there is no contradiction between these two arguments. So you can say both are correct. But when some person says some books are, some ink are pen, and somebody will say some ink are books. Now here the contradiction comes. So here we have completed all three stories. I just repeat for your information. When there is an all kind of case and you are asking about the sum, So you can travel from all to some. Remember the story of mango. Then there is another argument, all books are pen and some pens are ink. So if this kind of is argument are given, then there are three diagrams that you can make: diagram 1, diagram 2 and diagram 3. Now diagram 1 and diagram 3, there is a controversy. In diagram 2, the ink is inserted up to books, and diagram 3, the ink is inserted into the books. Both are correct as per our bread and butter story, both are correct. So here the judge will get confused, and then it is an either or case. But either or case is happening because two conclusions are contradictory to each other, therefore it is an either or case. But if the two conclusions are not contradictory to each other, then it is very easy to decide. So here the story of about the reasoning, these three stories about the reasoning is definitely help you to understand the basic fundamentals of the syllogism. We will discuss more in the next video about the Venn diagram to understand the reasoning in a much better and much deeper manner. Thank you very much.